Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Lately I have been making quite a few videos on the TASCAM Model 12 and today's video is no exception. And in today's tutorial video I'm going to be covering channels 1 and 2 hardware insert feature. Incidentally, this feature is also found on Model 16 as well as the Model 24. After watching this video, if you find it quite useful, make sure you give me the thumbs up. And if you are new to this channel and you like the content I represent, you may consider subscribing. And if any of my tutorial videos really help you out, I would really appreciate a great thanks by clicking that thanks button. If we look at the back of the unit of the TASCAM Model 12, right underneath the inputs for channels 1 and 2, we will see two jack inputs, sockets, called inserts. These insert sockets are in line with the audio routing from that channel's input to the gain to the insert socket and then continues on. This way we can interrupt the audio route to feed into an external hardware and then return back the processed audio and continue down the channel strip. And this insert is before the analog to digital conversion. So what can we connect to these insert points? Well, favorite ones are compressors, equalizers, and if you are using guitar that you're plugging in directly into your mixer, you can connect your guitar pedals or guitar effects, because the signal from the input will go to the gain. So you adjust the gain to give enough signal and will come out of the insert socket into your compressor or equalizer or the guitar pedal and then return back and continue down the channel strip. You might ask yourself, well, I already have a one knob compressor and I've got, 3 bands and mid-sweepable EQ. Why would I need to use an external hardware? Well, one knob compressors do work quite well, but if you want to be precise, then using a compressor that you can adjust the threshold, the ratio, the attack and release times, or if you are using an EQ to have different EQ settings, or perhaps with your guitar, maybe you want to use a gate or expander, the possibilities are limitless. Also, you are introducing a little bit more of analog vibe into your audio channel. Because remember, the one knob compressor and the EQ on the Model 12 mixer are digital. One thing I should note that these hardware inserts, they are not accessible via the USB into your DAW. They are purely hardware connections. Talking about connections, how do we connect them? What cables do we need? There are cables or leads which are called Y-split leads or insert leads. They are readily available from any music shop. One end of the lead is a TRS or stereo jack plug, and that splits into 2 TS or mono plugs. This way the audio signal will go from the tip and plug into your hardware, and the return ring signal will return back into your mixer. Here's a quick example. Here I have a compressor. It's a stereo compressor, but we can use it as mono as well. Most stereo compressors, channels 1 and 2, left and right, usually have a button that enables us to either have a stereo compression, that means one setting adjusts both left and right, or dual mono, which are 2 independent compressors. So we insert the cable from channels 1 insert to, let's say, channel 1 of the compressor input and output. And then we can use the second one for our second channel. So the signal from our microphone, we give it a little bit of gain, comes into the compressor, and we can adjust the settings to suit the best audio we like, and then it will return back to the same channel. Now, because this happens before the analog to digital conversion, it's important that we also get the settings and the levels and the gain staging right. use the level meters on your Model 12 or Model 16 or the 24 to make sure that good signal is coming in. A quick note that if you insert your Y split or insert cable into the mixer without connecting anything on the other end, you basically break the audio route. You break the connection. So you have to make sure if you are not using any outboard gear, you unplug the insert. Most outboard gears, when they are turned off, they usually bypass and connect the input directly back to the output. But if you don't hear anything, check your insert connection. And one final note about the insert: any audio processing that you introduce using the insert connection, if you are recording onto the multi-track recorder or in your DAW, the effects are permanent. So if you are using a compressor or EQ, be gentle with them to give you enough room to edit later on if you want to change the characteristics of the audio. Well, I hope you found this video quite helpful. If you did, make sure you give me the thumbs up. And as always, thanks for watching and have a great time making music, and I'll catch you in the next one.